I gotta say, I'm extremely happy with the reception and the enthusiasm, the excitement that I've seen over the story of Yamoshi, which is the newest, I think, Dragon Ball fan manga. This is Dragon Ball Super Yamoshi, and Yamoshi is a character that is created by Akira Toriyama, but it is by far the most mysterious and secret character that we have. We don't know anything really about Yamoshi besides the fact that he was the original Super Saiyan God. And so it was upon Tibalt the Boom to make a new story, a brand new story that incorporated elements from Dragon Ball Super, the original story that Akira Toriyama made, and Dragon Ball Heroes. So today we start out with chapter 2, Kanba, the evil Saiyan. Now, if you guys don't know who Kanba is, it's Cumber from Dragon Ball Heroes. We found out in chapter 1 that Cumber and Yamoshi were friends, and now Cumber has gone rogue, killing other Saiyans, and the Saiyan King is grabbing Yamoshi so he can come and more than likely track down Kanba and destroy him. So the king has a plan to deal with Kanba, and the plan is to ship him off to another world, and he's actually brought Kanba's old friend Yamoshi here and a new character, Kabura, and Kabura is a spaceship builder, and they want to ship him off somewhere else, Planet Plant, which you guys know is the planet that the Saiyans invaded in many years ago. So this dude's gonna build a ship, and Yamoshi's gonna go talk to Kanba and tell him about the plan. Now, it isn't just the fact that Kanba killed a whole group of Saiyans, but it's also because Kanba has a disease that is basically seeping into the planet, killing the wildlife, killing the plants, all the farmlands, everything. So the best course of action right now is to send Kanba away, but will he want to go? That's the big question. So the last time Yamoshi saw Kanba was when he was dispatched to face off against a monster. You guys remember from the last chapter, the Saiyans fight these huge ass monsters in normally squads on their own on the planet, but Kanba's so powerful, so abnormally powerful because of the disease that's disrupting his S cells that he took out the monster in one punch, but then he ended up going berserk and exploded in energy with no sign of life. That is the last time they saw this character. After speaking to his girl, Yamoshi ends up tracking Kanba down and confronts him on this island outside his cave home. So Yamoshi tries to talk to Kanba, and Yamoshi's actually a little afraid of Kanba because he knows how powerful he is, but Kanba doesn't recognize him and he just wants to fight, and he actually blasts him and seems to miss but hits something behind him, putting Yamoshi into a frightened state, but Kanba comes back to his senses and recognizes Yamoshi again. And I gotta say guys, this whole plot point of Kanba being sick from his S cells is really intriguing because we don't really deal with sickness and disease too much in Dragon Ball. I mean, the last time that I can really remember is the heart virus that Goku got randomly, and then we never had anything really happen to anybody after that. So this is really cool. I like the direction they're going with this, and Kanba kind of seems like a character that is diseased anyway, so I definitely like that they're going with this concept. So this characterization that they're giving to Cumber is actually a breath of fresh air, because you guys know that even though there are certain aspects that I enjoy of Dragon Ball Heroes, Cumber really isn't one of them. He's boring, but this storyline linked to Yamoshi makes him really interesting, and he's actually aware of the fact that he can't control his powers, and he's accidentally killing these Saiyans, these murdering squads, because all he wants to do is fight, and he realizes that his disease is infecting the planet and he feels bad about it. He's trying to hide out on this island so nothing else bad happens to him, and so I really feel for the guy, and it makes him really relatable and actually makes him a character that you want to root for. And you really start figuring out that Yamoshi and him, and even Physalis, which is Yamoshi's girl, they were all really close friends. The mask that Kanba wears on his face, the one he has in Dragon Ball Heroes, that was made by Yamoshi and Physalis. They gave it to him as a gift, so he definitely has a really close relationship to them. And so Yamoshi is giving him the information. He's going to take all this information, give it back to the king. He tells Kanba about the fact that the king wants to send him off the planet, and then he smells something. Remember, Yamoshi's sense of smell is high tier, so he smells an evil presence, but it's not coming from Cumber. So he decides, you know what, I'm gonna head out, I'm gonna go talk to Physalis and get to the bottom of this. And this is where we get to the turn in the story, because Cumber realizes that Yamoshi sensed or smelled something different on the island, and it looks like in the cave it's not just Cumber there. There are other infected Saiyans. Now, whether Cumber infected them or they became infected on their own is up in the air, but they are all there and they all look terrifying. And even Cumber says infected Saiyans become evil Saiyans. Even on the far left, you see a character that kind of looks like Broly. You see other characters with different hairstyles. This is a really interesting point in the story, because these characters really work like, say, in Bleach, where you have the captains, you have the demons in the Seven Deadly Sins. It's always cool to have those high tier fights, those high level boss fights, and it looks like that's where this Dragon Ball fan manga is going. These are the captains. And Yamoshi reports this to the king. There is a war brewing between the evil infected Saiyans and the rest of the planet. And there are only a few evil infected Saiyans, but they are extremely powerful, just like Cumber, as opposed to the regular Saiyans. So it definitely is a very similar situation to the Seven Deadly Sins Season 3. You guys need to watch that. Seven Deadly Sins is fantastic, and it's probably the closest thing in any anime that comes close to Dragon Ball style fights. So definitely watch that, but this is going in that direction, and I love it. I love when you gotta take down these separate, like the Akatsuki, you gotta take down these level of members that are just so much more powerful than you are. It's just awesome. This is awesome. I love the direction this is going. So instead of sending Cumber away, they're going to evacuate the planet, and the king is going to face Cumber and the evil Saiyans alone, and more than likely he's going to lose, and it's going to be up to Yamoshi to turn probably Super Saiyan God to defeat all of them. And at the end of the night, we get to a very touching scene where Yamoshi dances with his girl and wants to have one last dance while the rest of the planet is evacuating, and they have some cute little banter where she tells him he's a bad dancer. And that's where this Dragon Ball fan manga gets a little bit more cultured, because Physalis, she got it. And she has reached Dragon Ball Bay tier level. She is definitely part of the squad, because she is smoking hot. But unfortunately, they get disrupted before they have a chance to enjoy the night by the shipbuilder crashing into their house. He was attacked while building the ships by the girl Saiyan from the last chapter, and she seems to have gotten infected, and now it's up to Yamoshi to face off against her, and probably Physalis as well. I want her to fight too. This has been a very enjoyable Dragon Ball fan manga. Not only does it set up a really intense story, a shonen style story with captains that you need to defeat, a really cool premise, you have a planet evacuating, you also get culture, you get plot, you get anime bays, you get a brand new anime bay showing herself, and then at the very end you get a separate anime bay attacking Yamoshi, and now we're going to get into a really cool fight. I'm going to leave a link so you guys can go ahead and read this for yourselves and support the creator. Thank you so much for everything. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of Physalis. Does she get it? Does she make the base squad, or does she not make the base squad? Let me know in the comment section below. This is Going Till You Black, Escape signing off. Take care, guys.